Hi, let me tell you all about how I went from being obese to an Instagram model. Ever since I was a kid, I enjoyed eating junk food. I was a really skinny child thanks to a great metabolism. I could eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and I'd still be one of the thinnest girls in my class. I loved it. Since my mom enjoyed fried food as well, and she usually was too busy to cook, we had takeout almost every night. That meant I got to eat fried chicken, french fries, hamburgers, pizza, and other fast food dishes almost daily. I know now that it wasn't healthy and mom should have made me have salads and fruits, but when I was young, I thought it was so cool. I also had a massive sweet tooth, so I would always carry chocolates and candy in my backpack. Mom bought me cupcakes and cookies to have during tea time weekly, and I enjoyed it so much. Everything seemed to be going great until I entered puberty. It was then that my eating habits began to catch up with me. I wish someone had told me about how metabolism can change radically during teenage years. I began gaining weight at an alarming rate. I didn't get too concerned though, since I was really thin, so a few extra pounds weren't going to harm me at all. I kept eating as I always did, munching between meals and having fast food every single night. My mom began working later than usual when I entered high school since I could take care of myself, so I was in charge of my dinners. Imagine how bad it got. I literally didn't have a single vegetable for any of my meals, unless it was deep fried. When I realized something was wrong, it was already too late. I wasn't just a bit overweight. I was having a real problem, and I didn't seem to be able to stop eating. I couldn't fit into any of my clothes, and I began wearing these oversized, unflattering clothes. I felt so uncomfortable with my body, I didn't want anyone to notice me. When I was younger, I had been so sociable, such a happy little kid. I became a really depressed teenager, and that only made things worse. The more depressed I felt, the more I ate. And the more I ate, the fatter I became. It was a terrible, vicious cycle, and I couldn't escape it. I tried to drop out of school because other students began mocking me and bullying me every single day. I would lock myself in my room, and my mom didn't know what to do about my attitude. She wanted to help me, but didn't know how to. In the end, she ended up taking me to see a therapist and a nutritionist. Both of them together helped me understand I needed to turn my life around and take charge of my terrible eating habits. I decided enough was enough. I didn't need food to feel happy. In fact, I felt absolutely miserable and had all the delicious food I wanted. So what did that do for me? My mom hired a personal trainer for me to work out 3 times a week, and I continued to see both my shrink and my nutritionist on a regular basis. I began working so hard on improving my life and eating right. I have to admit that once in a while I messed up along the way, but I got healthier and healthier every passing day. I began actually enjoying eating salads and replaced candy with fruits. In the end, I completely transformed my body. Excited about my progress, I began posting my pictures online. They became an overnight sensation. That was when I had an idea. Why not make a bit of profit out of my pictures? So I decided to become an Instagram model. I became really popular online. In a matter of months, I had so many followers and comments, most of which were positive. I got a few trolls, but that was to be expected. There are mean people everywhere in the world. Some brands began sponsoring me, and I got amazing clothes to wear as well as a handsome check each month. I also got a good share of the ads revenue, so money was really flowing in. The fame was fun, and the money was great, honestly. I could bring home some cash and help Mom out when she had done so much for me. I kept working out and explained to my fans how to lead healthy, positive lives. It's fundamental to love oneself to begin with and let go of all the destructive habits that we use to cover up what's really upsetting us. In the end, I decided to close my accounts and quit my job as a model. It was fun while it lasted, but it just felt too fake. I had worked so hard to get where I was, to feel good about myself, and it all seemed to be reduced to appearances. It wasn't about looking pretty and thin. It was about being healthy and feeling happy with myself and the way I looked. I still work out weekly and eat right, Of course, I allow myself a piece of cake and some french fries now and then, but mostly I lead a normal life, eating right and doing exercises to take care of my health. I think that it's important to be happy with oneself and feel comfortable in one's own skin. Everything else is just superficial nonsense. Thanks for watching. Have you ever had to deal with body image issues? And don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on the channel.